weave, destroy. There is a balance, little leg. Our people keep that balance, even when it leads them to pay the ultimate price. There is no heroism without sacrifice.
The last time we were with Achuk, our young werewolf, our young werewolf Theurge. He was at a massive dinner celebrating two members of an Algonquin tribe who had returned back from far away, taken by aliens. Achuk drifted in the party away from their friend Tatanka and to a table of sorcerers where they met Hakan, a fire summoner. And Hakan, as Achuk did, believed that these aliens had brought with them some sort of bad spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Then, confronting the town elders, Hakan was denounced. Having somewhat better social skills than Achuk, but you also think that Hakan has put social as his dump stat. Hakan is not the best at a lot of social skills. And probably, just like you, several of his points are in animal handling.
Mm-hmm.
You two get each other. You really you mesh. And you stay on with Hakan and build a resistance here, who are named the Wolf Pack in your honor. They are a variety of people, some of them with magical gifts. There comes a time when you realize that your people must be looking for you. The people back on Turtle Island. Would you return there?
Yeah, it's been a few weeks or a month or so.
Leaving Hakan and the Wolf Pack to fight on in your stead, you return across the bay to Turtle Island. Chiefess Ayana is there, and she is first cross with you, but then embraces you. Minhan, the fierce hunter, the gray wolf, praises you for returning. But Ahanu, your teacher, who laughs, is not present when you return.
Where's Ahanu?
He is taken ill, explains Ayana. Come, my daughter Tayan will show you to him. He would want to see you. And another young member of the pack, Tayan, comes up to you. She is an adventurous young wolf who often ventures far from Turtle Island, and so you don't often see Tayan, but it seems that most of the pack is back on the island, as the elder members debate what to do about. Do you have empathy?
Yeah.
Roll me a wit's empathy.
2 successes.
Something is wrong. You think that it might be the same thing that you noticed, or maybe it's that and something else, but you're pretty sure that these Croatans here are aware of a really big problem, and they are mustering forces right now.
Yeah, I'll get in and ask around. Tiana, what is this? What's going on? What is
Are you asking
this
Tan?
Yeah.
Tan says, "We don't know. We are following my mother's wishes. We are all gathered here in the safety inside the shell." And as she says it, you realize that the ground that you are walking on is harder than usual, smoother than usual, much more like a turtle shell.
Yeah. It truly is Turtle Island.
Tayan says, "You know many of our people's stories, but Turtle Island is not this island. Turtle Island is this universe. We are all Turtle Island. Turtle Island is everything. This is but a microcosm of Turtle Island."
All right. So generally, I just look around and ask, but I make my way to Anu.
You reach Ahanu's cabin, so you are now here. It's kind of towards the western side of Turtle Island, so facing the land where you can see things that are happening over there. Ahanu has several nets here. Ahanu has a raft. Ahanu is, there's not really wealth here, but Ahanu has everything that Ahanu needs. And right now, what Ahanu needs is a very comfortable pelt to be sleeping on. And the pelt that they are sleeping on is well worn and large. It's that of a massive black bear. Cradled inside their massive blanket. Ahanu looks small, smaller than you've ever seen him look before. Ahanu is not elderly or infirm, but they are infirm now. Their body shakes.
And yeah, I'm saddened by this. One might even say, heartbroken.
You feel the howl.
And I just approach carefully and kneel down beside them and just ask respectfully, softly, what has happened? What has happened?
You realize that he's not just coughing, he's also laughing. Ahanu looks at you, their pupils contracted. Their mouth is bloody, and their teeth look unwell. Ahanu looks at you and says, "I saw you there at the party." Ha 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 ha!
I was there. What else did you see?
It is a black sport, a black world. Everything ends, all dark, all forever. Oh, that marvelous eternity. Nothing. It's so sweet. It's so. Oh. And they just start laughing. They go into a maddened fit of laughter. Tayan at the door looks uncomfortable and says, I'll give you some time. He's been like this since yesterday morning.
Thank you. I should be here for a minute. For a little while. And then I just want to just keep engaging and try to talk.
Roll.
Tend to.
Yeah, I think it's a manipulation plus empathy check.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many of the roles that we have made this character do have been social roles.
No successes.
Would you like to dramatically fail or succeed at a cost?
I'll succeed at a cost.
At one point, as you are caring for Ahanu grabs your hand and brings it to the flute around their neck. And then their pupils contract once more and they sink their teeth into your arm. The pain is intense, and you take 2 points of lethal damage as they rip a chunk out of your arm. Their mouth grown to wolfen size. They are now in death rage mode.
Oh. Okay. I would shift into, or I'll try and just yell what's going on. Quick, help! Ahanu's in death rage. Out of the tent, and then
Yes.
needs to be restrained.
I think that they look at you and then they try to hold themselves back from attacking you. And they do. They manage to restrain themselves and not lash out at you anymore before the rest of the band shows up and restrains Ahanu, binding his wrists. What little good that would do, you're not sure. But they're glad to know that he is dangerous in this way.
Yeah.
You come away still holding his flute.
Flute?
His flute. You can add Ahanu's flute or the laughing flute to your inventory.
Okay. I called it Ahanu's laughing flute.
Perfect.
I must speak with Diana.
She sees you. She does not make you wait.
Okay. I didn't know if she was around.
She is.
Okay.
Though the boats are being readied. Ayana has a leather shield with a big half moon upon it. She has braided into her hair a number of beads with symbolic significance. She turns towards you and she says, "Young Achuk, it is good to see you.
It's good to see you.
I heard of what happened with Ahanu. It saddens us."
It saddens. It is a great sadness that has fell upon us. But he spoke of visions. Did you hear of them? He's told me. Have you heard of these visions?
All I know is that he would go down to the cave and he would stay there for hours. We asked him what he was doing, but he said that it was but a dream, dreaming his days away.
He told me he spoke of a dream, a dark dream of darkness.
After he returned from that celebration, everything had changed. Their dreams became dark, and they began to tell us that the turtle would die, that its corpse would molder and rot, and that worms would grow through its bones and rise up, pulling towards the heavens.
Do you think that's begun? Do you think that's what's happening with the island?
We cannot say, but we know that we are called. We are called to destroy these aliens to our lands. We are called to remove that which they have brought with them. You are young. We see the future. You are our next theurge, our next medicine expert.
Yes. I will stand with you, but I will. He spoke of a cave. I must go to this cave. And
we will leave soon, but we will leave a canoe for you. I do not know if Ahanu's bounds will hold, and many of the able-bodied on the island will be absent. If he does again go into Garu, I would ask that you put him down as humanely as you can.
I will.
I will leave my daughter Tayan here. She is a great warrior as well, and will be of use to you and the others of the island.
And thank you. When we are ready, where should we meet up with you?
Come to the place that the aliens call Roanoke. Dun dun dun. Cut to cave visions. You're meditating in a stone cave underneath in Turtle Island. The waves lap against the shore as the day sets into night. Rising all around you through your blood in this meditation. Normally you'd roll resolve composure, but it's just happening. It's just happening right now. That you've meditated for hours and now Old Snap is here with you in your mind. You are in communication with Old Snap, the only spirit who you've truly been able to bond with.
Hello. What's that? Do you?
He snaps. He's a snapping turtle.
What is the future of my people? How can we see?
Turtle looks at you and opens one giant eye, and you see that the turtle has no idea what's going to happen. They have a hint of fear inside that eye. They only know that it's dire. You can feel a teetering. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta turn off all of my notifications, apparently. Okay. It was all Charlotte. So, you feel a teetering in the stack of turtles, which is the succession of universes as they writhe back and forth. And Old Snap takes you to see the Wyrm. You can see where it writhes and breaks, and you see the Weaver tying it tighter and tighter. Already, these two are out of balance. Though, it's not as terrifying as it is in the modern age. You can just tell that there is something waking. An arm of the Wyrm, a snake-like visage, slithers up into your frame. It coils around Old Snap, pulling tighter and tighter.
I try to stop it.
Your hands,
Pull it off.
massively strong, rip the snake from it, and it flies up as if borne aloft on wings. It carries you with it for a moment. And then you sense Snap below you. You could hang on or fall backwards.
I'll hang on for him.
The snake rises high above to where hundreds, if not thousands of snakes weave together into a massive tree whose branches span the multitudes. You experience, for a flicker of an instant, other lives. You don't understand them, but you can tell that they are not your own, but yet they are your own. All these other selves walking in parallel with you. And you, outside of that, borne aloft by the snake, down below, in the tree, there is a blackness, a hole, a rot. Old Snap is a tiny freckle of healthy bark on a tumorous, decayed patch.
Great snake worm. Show me your future. Show me your path of destruction, so that I may prevent it.
As you are willing this, a hand rakes across your face, and you see Ahanu is there, again, in full beast mode. Their eyes are tiny pinpricks, their entire self lost. Their teeth have fallen out to be replaced by longer, sharper, serrated teeth. The bite deals 3 points of lethal damage, but you've already healed those other 2.
Yeah.
And you sense that Old Snap is still here with you, listening to you, in communication with you.
Yes. So, yeah, this is happening. This is actually happening.
Yes, maybe.
Waking in the waking world.
It feels real painful on your face, so you don't know.
Could be, yeah. I shift into Garu form.
You do that.
Yeah. And launch back at try to give a menacing push and grab to Ahanu. That essentially, through my body language, translate, I want to help you and restrain you, but I'm 2 seconds away from killing you as well.
You know, you push back and you easily force them away.
Mm-hmm.
But then there is no pause this time. There is no self left behind those eyes, only the hunger. And Ahanu, still laughing, launches himself at your face. They bite deeply into your flesh for another 3 points of lethal damage. How you doing?
All right.
How you doing over there?
I got 10 health wounds. Or not 10. I mean, 4. 5. 5. Yeah. And 5 health wounds left. Well, then I slash and slash. I tear in with the fury of a dam of restraint, unleashed, and all my frustration and with all my choices and things not leading to clarity, or even more importantly, salvation for our situation. For Ahanu.
You strike at Ahanu with all this pent-up rage, and you roll a strength plus brawl check.
Okay. 3 successes.
And in your current form, you deal 2 lethal, I believe, in addition.
Yeah, I'm not 100%. But yeah, I know it's extra. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's extra 2 lethal. So 3 plus 2 is 5 damage. It is not enough to put Ahanu down. Ahanu is an experienced werewolf. And just then, Tayan bounds down. She's in her coarser form. She's running to keep up with you, running down into these caves. And she's not going to reach you in time. Ahanu strikes again. And this time, as they are striking out at you, you catch something and bring it between the two of you, blocking Ahanu's strike. Ahanu's mouth splits it open, but you see that it was a turtle shell. It becomes your turn.
Yeah, I'm just going to strike back with more claws.
All right. Yeah, roll another strength brawl check. Ahanu has been going all out and does not get a defense against this.
Okay. 2 successes, so I guess 4.
It's enough in his weakened form to strike down your old mentor. I'm pretty sure that this is a harmony sin. I don't think this is a thing that is good or feels good for you to do.
No, this doesn't feel good at all.
So let me look up how harmony works. I think it's like the same as wisdom. Roll 3 dice.
Yeah, what is it? 3 dice because
of the murdering, kind of.
1 success.
You feel bad about this. You do not lose any harmony. You feel terrible. It's really not fun.
Yeah.
Tayan comes and mournfully nuzzles into your side, like, I'm so sorry, You get the wolf vibes.
Yeah.
Do you let Ahanu's body fall into the ocean or carry it with you or anything else?
No, yeah, well, of course I'm going to take him with us.
Okay.
Yeah. Respectfully, and try and, gather them up, anything around, take them back, and grab that turtle shell.
The turtle shell has splintered into pieces, but you find that the center of it has held true. You have a hexagonal piece of a turtle shell, which we'll now call the turtle shell amulet.
Yeah. I put that around. Yeah, I make a necklace out of that. Damn.
There's mourning people up here at the village, and the flute around your neck feels warm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll explore it. I mean, so I'm back at the village?
Yes.
Okay.
You are back at the village, but it's very close to the caves, so you could still return to the caves. Basically, you carried Ahanu's body up to where all the rest of the women, children, and other essentially non-combatants would be.
Okay. Sure, I'll just rest them, put them down as this flute starts getting warm, and I will interact with it. And I will pick it up and touch it, feel it's warm, try to meditate on it, and quickly, and then play it. I'll play it.
Okay. As you bring the flute to your lips, you feel a rushing spirit envelop you in a warm and positive laugh. You feel lightened by the sound. You recognize Ahanu's voice. And Ahanu, or a spirit similar to Ahanu, appears around you with joy. They are thanking you for helping them escape that sickness. It was brought upon them when they interacted with those who had come from the aliens' world. The people from the aliens' world have brought with them some sort of terrible hunger.
Okay.
The Ahanu laughing spirit fills you with its essence. And do you have any experience points which you can spend?
Yeah, 2.
You can spend one of those to get the skill expression at a discounted rate.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. If you'd like, you could spend the second experience point to get a specialization in flutes.
Yeah, let's do that.
The laughing flute is a magical item. It's in fact instilled with a noumena, and it was created for you by Ahanu. The laughing flute allows you to see visions of what is to come, but it always has to give you those visions in a light-hearted way. So it can't foretell terrible things, only nice, light-hearted things.
Yeah. Okay. That has its uses. That could be useful.
Would you like to use it now?
Yes, let's use it now.
I think that, so it's something plus expression. What attribute would you like to use to play the flute?
I like to either use intelligence or composure.
I think composure would be reasonable. As you hold still, the joyousness fills you, but you remain vigilant, hearing the song resonate back to you. You've never been able to play the flute this well before. It's as if you are being moved by the spirits. You are. Yeah. Would you like to spend a willpower on this roll?
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's... Two successes.
With 2 successes, you can ask 2 questions.
All right. Questions related to the future?
Or the present. It's a psychic pipe.
Oh, okay. How can I stop this hunger that's come with the alien?
I apologize. Would you say that once more?
How can I stop this hunger that's arrived with the alien?
You sense that it will take all of your people, all of their strength, every person here even, all of these people joining together into a triumphant act that defines your nation as heroes forever. You sense rallying all of these people and bringing them over to Roanoke.
All right. And other question. Can the other neighboring tribes help us? The other neighboring nations, can they help us?
You sense that they can. You feel them joining with you. You feel a united solidarity against this problem.
Okay. Okay. Then I have clarity, and that's yeah. Thank you, Ahanu. I say, I whisper
the people,
as I bring up.
The people around you are in shocked silence after hearing that beautiful melody. You don't know if they saw or heard Ahanu or the visions like you did, but you think that it had some effect on them.
All right. I rally as I pull myself away from playing the flute and say thank you to Ahanu. I then open my eyes and begin to engage everyone around, especially the ones enraptured by the magic.
Yes.
Spirits.
They are all willing to aid you in whatever you need.
And, I'm moved by the spirits, but I'm still pretty taciturn and terse. But we can do it. We have to defeat this. There's a great evil that has come. We're all facing it. Our leaders and warriors have gone out to face it. But we all have to join them together, all of us. All of our spirits together. All of our will. All of our love. And defeat this great evil brought to us by these aliens.
A howl goes up.
Yeah. And yeah. Come, it is together we can stop it. All of our force, we can stop it. And I just keep chanting and howling that. And I howl. I go into Glabro.
All right. So, are you going directly to Roanoke, or are you going to any of the outlying communities first?
And I try to tell, let's try to go to a few of the outlying communities.
So you can go to Tatanka's home village, or you could go to the biggest community, Wingandakoa.
Right. Let's go to Tatanka's. No. Let's go to Wingandakoa village.
Yeah, when you get there to their main encampment, their leader, Wingana, is feeling better and greets you. Their brother, Granginimo, who is the person who you saw had that black ichor, went into a murderous rage, much the same as Ahanu. And so they are all with you. They muster their people. Wingana cannot go with you. He is still suffering from a battle wound, but sends many of their bravest warriors. And Tatanka is here. Tatanka did not go home after the party. He's been like crashing on someone else's wigwam.
Yeah, cool. Great. Glad to see you. Yeah, get here. Join us. This is the moment.
Hakan is not here at present. Hakan is someplace else.
Well, does anyone know where Hakan is?
They do not. People are really confused.
All right. Damn to the wind. Very well. He would have been great to add into our numbers. And then let's get everybody we can, and we got to go to Roanoke immediately.
All right. Are you letting other people take over as leaders, like Tay?
Yeah.
All right. So you don't have to roll for this then. They can do it. There's capable people here. Yeah. And everybody is surging on the little European village town. They're not attacking the white settlers, and there are white settlers here in fear. No, they're attacking the 7-story tall kaiju from an abyssal plane that stands towering over it. Its body, a fleshy worm made of horrific scales, blood, and ooze. The head of the worm is a giant metal mask. It's almost draconic, but it covers something horrific with too many eyes. The worm has crushed and destroyed several buildings and several people. By the time you get there, Mingahan, the folk hero, the Grey Wolf, has died.
Grey Wolf.
And he's fought to his last inch of strength, and with an enchanted spear buried it into the hide. But up there you can see that his arm has torn free from its socket, and his body lies somewhere below. The Croatans brought their own allies, spirits, the likes of which you had never seen made manifest before. Birds and beasts, all things of the natural world, but unnatural in a way as well, as they are filled with massive spiritual power. They strike forth in the name of snakes and turtles. The great stag runs amongst, pulling people from the writhing hide. And there, in the midst of the battle, you see Chiefess Ayana. Tayan runs to her side.
Good. I run as well and reiterate the vision I've had and how we can we can't engage it with just physical force. We must form a spiritual barrage upon this fiend, this creature, this dragon.
With the people that you have brought with you, rather than bearing arms against the creature, though the wolf pack does amiably and keep you occupied. You surround it and begin a ritual, which Chiefess Ayana knows. And even though she is dying, she uses the last of her strength to bind this area, sealing it inside. It's almost like these fine spider webs, these filaments that course around it. And for a moment, you see that at the top of it, there seems to be a man. And it pulls down, coursing around this kaiju. Containing it. And Ayana looks at Tayan and says, "Go. You must say the words with the black spear in hand. Send it from this world. Knock it from the shell." And Tayan runs towards it and goes, "I knock you from this world." And as she goes to pull the spear left by Grey Wolf in it, she's batted aside. You know that this is your only opportunity. You can now make a dexterity plus athletics check to reach the spear in the opening that Tayan has provided you.
I'll do it. And I'll spend a willpower point.
Okay. Roll dexterity plus athletics. +3.
Three successes.
You leap over the swiping, thrashing spines as the wounds rip open the worm. The wounds also become new appendages, the flesh parsing and fractalizing as it reaches out to pierce into the flesh of both you and those around it. But you dodge these with some help from the spirits. You feel the weight of your turtle shell amulet as you navigate this gauntlet of death. You grab the spear and see that Mingan, the hero, is here near where his spear has fallen, and he looks at you. You can tell that the spear that you hold is a massive artifact, something destined to be with your people. And you will be rolling a strength plus weaponry +3 check as you use it.
All right.
You will want a lot of successes on this, so you may also want to spend a willpower.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I would like to be in Krinos, Garu form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry, strength plus...
Strength plus weaponry +3.
plus 3. Okay. And I'm going to spend a willpower for another 3.
Okay.
There we go. Three successes.
3 is a very good success most of the time. But this time, it's not enough. As you dig the spear in, it does injure the beast, but it stops just short of the heart. Would you like to succeed at a cost?
Yes.
That last
Yes.
foot, a push from the spirits, but it rips everybody inside the town out of reality and into wherever that creature came from. For a moment, alongside your pattern, which you can barely hold together, you see a snake winding around this worm, dancing. Thunderous waves course around it. And when you emerge, you are in a nightmarish hellscape, which you will lead your people through for the next 100 years. Then,
This is...
one day, you will find the way out for your people. A great storm, which you follow across the land, slaying many monsters. And there are many stories that we will tell about this character and their adventures here in this hellscape. Any main adventures that you want to add? Things that have happened?
just always on the search for ways to protect my people and get out of this hellscape. Just general. Nothing specific.
When you find the sky serpent, as old Snap said it would be, you tether yourself to it. And while the others fall free, you are pulled into another time and another world, the world that you had left hundreds of years in the future. Well, 100 years in the future. You have lived out that time, but you've lived it out in another place. Now, you struggle to find a way to save the people that you left behind in that nightmare realm. And your new family, the Dawnlands, who you have joined in protecting against a threat that looks far too familiar.
Indeed. No.
And with that, we'll leave this character here. Take 54 experience for playing.
Will do.
Might I suggest investing some of it into social skills?
Yeah, that's a good idea.